Hello my lovely and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to walk you through how to do an end of the month self-reflection, as well as walk you through how to set goals for the next month. That way you can start achieving your goals and creating and living your dream life. If you're ready, let's just jump right in. So why do a monthly self-reflection? If you want to create a happier, more intentional, and more meaningful life, then you have to cultivate a lot more gratitude. You have to cultivate mindfulness. You have to take the time to reflect and to see where your life is. That way you can understand where you need to go. You have to understand your point A to know what your point B is going to be. So a monthly self-reflection is a great tool for you to take the time to be a lot more mindful and intentional as you move forward in your life, in your year, in your month, so you can achieve your goals and create your dream life. It's a time to sit down, reflect with your thoughts and your emotions to see what you learned in the past month, how you grew, and how you can take those lessons forward in the next month. So that way, like I said, you can be a lot more intentional and a lot more meaningful with your choices, your thoughts, your behaviors, and your habits. So that is the point of a monthly self-reflection, and I really hope that you enjoy the process, because it's a time for you to reflect on yourself and on your life, to cultivate a lot more intention and mindfulness, but also to cultivate a lot more happiness in your life. So that's a little blurb of what a self-reflection is. So if you're ready, just grab your pen and paper, and this is going to be an interactive video. So I'm going to go through steps, walk you through the steps as we go, and you'll be able to pause and answer the question as I ask them. So I'll ask a question, then I will prompt you a little bit more to push your thinking to be able to answer the question. Then you can pause the video, answer the question. Then by the end of the video, you will have done your monthly self-reflection and you will have set your goals for the next month. So if you're ready, let's get started. Let's do the monthly self-reflection and then we can set goals together. Let's go. First, start by reviewing the previous month. What is a memorable moment from the previous month? Describe it in detail. But something or someone that you're particularly grateful for and why. Make sure to push the thought process and make sure you tap into the deeper reason why you're grateful for that thing. Because if you want to anchor those positive emotions, you have to go in as much detail as possible. Pause the video. What did I learn this month, and how can I take these lessons forward in the next month? Talking about what did you learn about yourself, a quality that you have, a skill that you have, something that you learned about yourself that you didn't know before, or maybe you learned something about the world around you, about the opportunities around you, or maybe you had a mindset shift or a different perspective on a situation. What did you learn, and how can you apply that moving forward next month and in your life? Pause the video. Something you accomplished this month, something you're proud of. It doesn't have to be something big, but something that resonates with you and that you're really proud that you did. Pause the video. Reflect on the previous month. How do you feel overall? What are some emotions that are brought up when you think about the previous month? Write them down, describe them in as much detail as you can. Pause the video. To set your intention and your goals for the next month. As you go through these prompts, I want you to make sure to keep in mind the lessons that you learned in the previous month and some of the emotions and the thoughts that came up as you're writing down your answers. I want you to make sure to always be thinking about what you've learned in the past, things that have come up. That way you can apply them as you move forward in your life and as you set your intentions and your goals. So let's set those goals and let's set your intentions for the next month. Intentions for the month of September, and how do I want to feel? I really want you to focus on the emotions and the feelings that you want to experience on a day-to-day basis. What is the energy that you want to feel? What is the energy you want to exude towards others? How do you want to feel? What are the emotions you want to experience on a day-to-day basis? Write them down, describe them as much as you can. Pause the video now. What are 3 big goals that I want to focus on this month? I want you to be very realistic with some of your goals and to make sure that it's reasonable within a month that you can accomplish. But I also want you to choose goals that are challenging, goals that will push you a little bit further, goals that inspire you but also excite you at the same time. Maybe scare you a little bit, because being scared a little bit can be a good thing because it means that you're going out of your comfort zone. So what are 3 big goals that you want to focus on in the next month? Write them down and be as detailed as possible. Pause the video. are 3 fun goals that you can set for the next month. I want you to keep in mind that when we're talking about creating and living your dream life, it's not always about doing, it's also about the fun things in life, the things that feed your soul, that make you feel happy. So what are 3 fun things that you want to do this month? Maybe it's a new recipe you want to try. Maybe you want to try a physical challenge, like going for a 5-kilometer run. Whatever it might be, it has to be something that you look forward to, that excites you, that's something really just fun and that makes you feel connected to yourself. So what are 3 fun goals that you want to set for the next month? Pause the video. Now that you have your goals for the next month, it's time to plan and create a strategy so you can know how exactly you're going to achieve your goals this month and how you're going to plan it out and stay on track. That way at the end of the month, you can look back and feel proud of all your accomplishments. So let's see how we can plan your goals together. First step in creating your strategy to achieve your goals is to break down each goal into 3 to 4 small, manageable steps. The purpose here is to simplify your goals, to break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. That way you're less overwhelmed, and that way you know exactly what you can do on a day-to-day or week-by-week basis. That way at the end of the month you can look back and you will see that you have achieved your goals. So take each of your goals, break them down into smaller, more manageable steps and be as detailed as possible, and then you'll have your basis for your strategy to achieve your goals. To create your strategy to achieve your goals is to go back and for each action item, set a time limit. Give yourself a deadline by which you want to accomplish each of those steps. And if we're looking at 3 to 4 action items, maybe your objective can be to do 1 action item per goal per week for the month. That way it's a lot more simple. When you organize your time, you organize your schedule, you'll know exactly what you need to accomplish on a week by week or sometimes a day-to-day basis. Is to create a clear tracker where you would track your progress for each of your action items. If you want to stay on track and to actually not give up and keep going throughout the month, you have to be very clear with the different steps and have a tracker where you can check things off for each of the action items for each of your goals. So create a very clear tracker with your goal and each of the action item with a deadline for each. That way throughout the month, you can track your progress and see how far you're going. Share with you 3 tips to help you achieve your goals, because I know that a lot of you have explained that one of the reasons why you don't set goals is that you feel disappointed when you don't achieve them. So I want to share with you 3 tips to help you achieve your goals this month. That way you can see that when you set your mind to it and when you have a clear strategy and you have the right tools, you can achieve your goals. So here are my 3 tips to help you achieve your goals this month. To track your progress. If you want to stay motivated, if you want to keep going, then you have to see your own progress. You have to motivate yourself and to see, okay, I might not see the actual end result just yet, but I am working towards it. And that's why it's so important to have a tracker, because on a day-to-day basis and a weekly basis, when you see, okay, I'm not at my goal yet, but I've done all of these tasks, that means that you can reassure yourself that you're on your way to achieving your goals. So the first step if you want to achieve your goals is you have to self-motivate yourself by tracking your progress on a day-to-day and weekly basis. Second tip that I have if you want to achieve your goals is to give yourself a reward once you have completed your goal. So set your goal and set a reward for it. So sometimes the reward itself is actually accomplishing the goal. For example, if your goal is to run 5 kilometers, or 5 miles, where I'm in Canada, so we're talking kilometers, but if your goal is to run 5 kilometers, then the reward itself is actually accomplishing that goal, actually running 5 kilometers. But then if you're looking at a goal like decluttering your whole house, then maybe your reward is going to be treating yourself to manicure or pedicure. So depending on the goal, you have to have a reward that's proportional and that makes sense for the goal, but make sure that you do have a reward, something to look forward to. That way you can continue to motivate yourself to actually keep going, especially moments when you want to give up. If you don't want to do something on a day, if you keep in mind your reward, then you can motivate yourself to just keep going and to actually push through in the moments where you just want to give up. So give yourself a reward that you look forward to, that you really want, and that also makes sense with the goal. So what I mean by that is if you're trying to lose weight, for example, your reward is not going to be a whole pizza to yourself. That doesn't make sense. So make sure that the reward makes sense and is proportional to the objective as well. What I have for you if you want to achieve your goal is to stay accountable. If you want to achieve your goals, you have to be accountable to yourself, or if you need the help of someone else, accountable to someone else, like a coach, like a close friend that you know will keep you accountable. So you have to commit to yourself. If you really want to achieve your goals, the only person that will be punished in a sense, that will not benefit from it, is you. So stay accountable to yourself by using all the tools that you have. For example, by having a journal, by tracking your progress. Use all the tools that you have and stay accountable to yourself, because at the end of the day, you only have yourself to answer to. And if you need the extra motivation, if you need the extra push, then grab a friend and set a goal with someone to help you keep accountable or stay motivated and keep each other motivated and inspired as well. So that's my third tip to help you achieve your goals this month. Enjoyed this video. I hope that now you have a clear idea of how your previous month went, but now what your goals are going to be for the next month, and that you have a clear direction about where you're going and what you want to achieve this month. Now, what I would encourage you to do is to review your goals on a daily basis, and when you plan your week, review your goals on a weekly basis. That way you can keep your goals in mind when you schedule in your week. For example, if you have health goals, then if you remind yourself of your health goals every single week, then when you're doing your meal plan or you're planning your schedule, then you will make time for eating healthy. You will make time to move your body. So those are additional tips that I wanted to share with you, and I really hope that you can achieve your goals and that this video inspired you to take the time to reflect, take the time to be more mindful, to take the time for yourself, to give back the energy and the time that you deserve for you to create a more meaningful and inspired and happier life. Because at the end of the day, it is your life, and your happiness and your goals are in your hands, and you have to feel empowered and inspired, and you have to motivate yourself to keep going. And there are a lot of tools out there that will help you do that, and that is why I love self-reflection at the end of every month, and that is why I like setting goals every month as well, because it helps me stay on track and to be more intentional with my time and my energy, and for me to actually be able to achieve my goals. So now it's your turn. I want you to go out and achieve your goals. And if you want to delve a little bit deeper about the process that I walked you through when it comes to the goal setting, then you have to check out my free Inspired Goal Setting Workshop. I will leave the link to it in the description box below. It's a free 30-minute workshop where I walk you through more prompts about how you can set more inspired and meaningful goals. So if you're ready to delve a bit deeper into setting goals for this month, then check out that workshop. It's absolutely free. And otherwise, I will see you next month. I'm going to try to do this as a monthly series because it's such an important part of the process. It's something that I do every single month, and that has given me a lot of joy and has helped me be a lot more mindful and intentional with my time and my energy, and that's what I want to give to you as well. So with that, I will sign off. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any specific questions about the process. I want to help you along, whether we're talking about the self-reflection or whether we're talking about how to achieve your goals. I want to help you, so leave your questions below and I will answer them. Until next time, bye for now, and I'm sending you a lot of love.